Let me now walk you through the hands-on lab practice environment. The labs open up right in your browser. I would recommend to use Google Chrome while working with the labs. The interface consists of two parts, a terminal on the left and a quiz portal on the right. The quiz portal on the right gives you challenges to solve. Follow the quiz and try and answer the questions asked and complete the tasks given to you. Each scenario consists of anywhere from 10 to 20 questions that needs to be answered within 30 minutes to an hour. At the top, you have the question numbers. Below that is the remaining time for your lab. Below that is the question. If you're not able to solve the challenge, look for hints in the hints section. You may skip a question by hitting the skip button in the top right corner, but remember that you will not be able to go back to a previous question once you have skipped. If the quiz portal gets stuck for some reason, click on the quiz portal tab at the top to open the quiz portal in a separate window. The terminal gives you access to a real system running Docker. You can run any Docker command here and run your own containers or applications. You would typically be running commands to solve the task assigned in the quiz portal. You may play around and experiment with this environment, but make sure you do that after you've gone through the quiz so that your work does not interfere with the tasks provided by the quiz. So let me walk you through a few questions. There are two types of questions. Each lab scenario starts with a set of exploratory multiple choice questions where you're asked to explore and find information in the given environment and select the right answer. This is to get you familiarized with the setup. You're then asked to perform tasks like run a container, stop them, delete them, build your own image, etc. Here, the first question asks us to find the version of Docker server engine running on the host. Run the Docker version command in the terminal and identify the right version. Then select the appropriate option from the given choices. Another example is the fourth question, where it asks you to run a container using the Redis image. If you're not sure of the command, click on Hints and it will show you a hint. We now run a Redis container using the docker run Redis command. Wait for the container to run. Once done, click on Check to check your work. You have now successfully completed the task. Similarly, follow along and complete all tasks. Once the lab exercise is completed, remember to leave a feedback and let us know how it went. A few things to note. So if you catch yourself logged out during a peak hour, please wait for some time and try again. Also, remember to not store any private or confidential data on these systems. Remember that this environment is for learning purposes only and is only alive for an hour, after which the lab is destroyed. So does all your work. But you may start over and access these labs as many times as you want until you feel confident. That's it for now. Head over to the first challenge, and I will see you on the other side.
Okay, irrespective of whether you have installed it on EC2 instance or you are working with these labs, you can directly now go to this particular lab. Okay, so I will be walking through this lab simultaneously. So if you find anything to be helping me around solving this lab, please go ahead and put it in chat window. So I'm starting lab myself. You can do it at your end as well. I've already shared with you the link for this course, introductory course, at 3:34 p.m. message. I'm resharing it. You just need to reach to the point where we have reached. Okay, provisioning will take, I guess, 3-4 minutes. Okay, as done quickly. Is the screen properly visible? So this is the tasks. So 17 tasks we need to complete within 1 hour. Okay, and we will be doing this particular thing maybe in 40 minutes. I suppose we could do it in 40 minutes. So the question is, what is the version of Docker service engine running on the host? So this is the terminal access to the host on which the Docker is installed by these people. And to know the version of Docker, we just need to run the command docker version. Okay. And if you remember, I had executed this in this fashion. I tried to execute this in this fashion on the local machine. It will give me an error. It says that all these commands are available with Docker. So you can see the richness of the set of commands that we have with Docker. But let us not waste our time. We just quickly learn the correct commands. So Docker version will give you the version of the Docker system. Docker always, when it gets installed, it has two instances. One is the server instance or the server engine, Docker engine server, and there is Docker engine client running on your machine. Okay, so that you need to remember. And the version for the server is 1903.15. So we just need to figure out where that is, and we just need to select that one. So that's a correct answer. We can move to the second question now. How many containers are running on a host? So if I'm on a host where I've already installed Docker and I want to know how many containers are running, I can list out the containers using Docker ps command. So ps is just like process status command in Linux, which lists out all the processes and different attributes of those processes. यहाँ पे जो Docker के processes है वो list out होंगे आपके लिए. So Docker ps shows you number of processes that are running. So currently there are no Docker containers running, but what information we get about Docker containers using Docker ps is we get to know what is the container ID, what is the name of the image, what command is running currently on that image, when it was created, what was the time, current status of the Docker, and then which ports this Docker has open, and a human readable name for that particular container. So currently there is no information, so zero Dockers are running, and we can proceed to the next question. That is, how many images are available on this host? Okay, so these are the containers. So container is something that is in execution. Image is the raw version of it. It's like a text file that describes what is there in the container, and after reading the text configuration file, the Docker server engine creates the Docker and deploys it. That is what the Docker engine is doing. It is reading the image file, and from the image file it is trying to understand what will be the apps running on the Docker, what will be the software libraries required to run the Docker. Okay, so I don't remember the command, so I can go to hints. So run the command docker images. So simple command is there, docker space images, to know how many images we have already pulled on this local machine. So I'm just running docker images. You'll see that there are a lot of images already that they have downloaded. So there's Redis, which is a web server, then Ubuntu, MySQL, Nginx, Alpine, and Nginx, another version. So there are two versions of Nginx. So this Nginx version is having a tag called as Alpine, and this Nginx version is called as the latest Nginx version. So there is some sort of maintenance like thing done on over here. So this tag is the tag that tells you which the or current version from which we are pulling this particular image. So when Nginx, it means is the tag or the version tag which I am downloading for this Nginx repository. The second is also Nginx repository, but it has a tag called as latest. So latest tag is where the most recent updated image is stored. Okay, so Alpine is some tag maybe before the latest tag is put on. Okay, these image IDs are also useful in referring to a particular image if we do not know the name of the repository. Okay, so either we can refer to a repository as a repository name / tag, or we can name it using the image ID. Okay, I hope this is understandable. So this is how we can understand how many images are there. So you just need to count them, how many images are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 images are there. You may, in your instance, have different values. So we are just solving this in order that we get our answers, right? So you are able to view the things, I hope, and you are able to hear my voice as well, right? Okay. Do help me around in answering the questions and learning these things on the way through. So what they want you to do is they want you to run a container using the Redis image. So there is one image called as Redis image. I want to run this container. Since the image is already downloaded on this host machine, we won't require to download it from the repository. It is readily available here. So what we will be doing is we'll be saying docker run is the command which runs an image. Okay, see the image size is very small, 72 MB around for this Redis image. No, it is 105 MB. And this is what we were meaning when we said that the virtual machine se ye chote rehte hai. Okay, so Redis I need to type in, and this is quickly executing this particular repository. The guy in the video also talked about this. Once we know that, so this is the Redis image in execution, and we are not getting our prompt back because it is holding up. It's a web server, and that web server is right now functioning. So I'm not able to access my what I can say prompt for any other action or any other command to be provided. Okay, I can quickly check if my answer is correct. Yes, I am able to run a repository that is present on my device. So the device has the image, and to run that image, we have run the command docker run Redis. Okay, now we go to the next step. They will by default stop the container, and as the container is stopped, we will get our prompt back, hopefully. Okay, we're not getting our prompt back. We just need to check whether prompt is container stopped is not yet done. So we need to wait for this container to stop. Until that, we can't do anything. So to stop the container by yourself, you need to press Control C. Any process that is running on a terminal, how you stop it? Using Control C. Same thing I did. It was not, the web interface was not doing it themselves. So I did it by forcing it to kill that process using Control C. Okay, so I'll just check. Yeah, that was the thing. So what we require to do here is to press Control C so that the current process which is running, the Redis container, stops executing. So what is container in general for as far as the host machine is concerned? It's just another process which is the parent for many other sub processes that it is running in a containerized fashion. So that is what we have learned through this particular step in the exercise. So we want to know how many containers are currently running. Okay, so to know how many containers are currently running, what you need to do is you need to figure out docker. Can anybody tell me what would be the command in the chat window? Can anybody type the command? I need to find out. So ps से क्या होगा? मुझे पता चलता है कि कितने कंटेनर है, right? ps-a से क्या पता चलेगा? कितने कंटेनर execute हो चुके हैं, right? So this was created. So since my just pull this up so that it comes in one single go. So it says that one container was previously running, which was a Redis container, whose name was Redis container. This was the ports that I was accessing, 483 something. And then the command it was running was docker-entry point.s and some dots. It was running 2 minutes ago. So this was the container which was previously running. Using ps-a, I will list all the containers which are currently running plus which are exited. Currently there are no containers running, I'll say 0. So I have passed this particular point as well. So I've learned one command, docker ps, which lists out the executing containers. So it is in background creating some containers for us, just for the sake of practice. And maybe then they will be asking us some other question. Okay, any command here that you feel like is difficult? I hope the command are pretty easy, once you know those in your fingertips. Okay, Docker, then the command that you want to execute and the parameters that you want to give. Okay, there are no hashes, options, dash, कुछ लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. That way they are simple commands. How many containers are running on this machine now? Now they have started few containers in background, and we need to re-execute docker ps command to know how many containers are running. There are many containers running now. This is the one, this is second, this is third, sorry, and this is fourth. So I am having 4 containers running right now. Amazing Rosalind, Nginx 2, Nginx 1, and awesome Northcut. These are the names of the containers which are currently in execution. Okay, and image that I'm running is Alpine, Nginx colon Alpine, Nginx colon Alpine, and Ubuntu. These are the 4 images that I'm running, and the command here is this is going to run for 1000 sleep seconds, and this is also going to run on for 1000 sleep seconds. So 1 2 3 4 containers are running right now. Okay, and if I take a lot of time, they will stop running, because after 1000 seconds this is going to get off, then this is going to get off.